I know we did a lot of Persona fusions last time, but there's one more I want to make. So we are fusing away Dionysus and Dakini in order to fuse Moloch.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Pretty simple, just all attacking spells, and let's go.
Girls, let us begin.
You might be wondering, why are you making another Persona when you just finished making a lot of Personas? Well,
Okay.
since we're about to leave the palace anyway, I do need to get some additional Personas. And, ooh, Drain Fire, plus Agidine and Ghastly Whale. Ooh, interesting. Ghastly Whale may not be a bad idea if I was really gonna use Evil Smile. Well, I can get rid of Stagnant Air. And then Nuke Amp, for reasons. But yeah, I am going to need some extra Personas, and I wanted to see if there was anything that I could do to, you know, get to Arcana that I'm going to need. And it just so happened Moloch is of an Arcana that I need. So, yay. Now for the intro. What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. Last time, we managed to successfully infiltrate Shido's palace. We were able to correctly surmise that his distortion is a ship. A ship setting sail across a ruined Japan. In this episode, with everything that's said and done, we know what we need to do in order to progress further. But we do still have about a month or so before the election takes place. So we have about then before we have to steal the treasure. Since we know what we're doing, it would be a good idea to just head back for the time being. That way we can better prepare for the upcoming infiltration.
Yo.
Hey, boss. I have to do this. Otherwise, everything we've done up to this point would mean nothing. Thanks, boss. I understand. Oh. We have to stop him at any cost. mean, to be honest, that's just icing on the cake. The fact that he's going to rule over Japan as Prime Minister is reason enough to steal his heart. It's just a little bit difficult to separate that personal vengeance when you consider everything else that's going on. We have to put that aside. This is for all of Japan, not just personal payback.
Hey!
Now, unfortunately, even though we went into the palace, Morgana won't let us call Kawakami. It's like, aren't you tired? That's why I want to call Kawakami. So yeah, unfortunately, this is something that we can't really do anything else for today. It just started us downstairs because we needed that interaction with Boss. But no, the game's not going to let you do something for the evening. So we're just going to go straight to bed. Oh.
Can I talk?
Okay, sure. What's on your mind?
There's nothing inside. Will it always be burning down the walls? Is there a way for me to break? I'm a sharpshooter at Paul's masquerade.
I mean, I appreciate the sentiment, but what's gotten into you all of a sudden? Then what is it? Well, yeah, that's what the Phantom Thieves do. To protect those who can't protect themselves, and inspire them to do the same for others. I'd say that it is our duty. And we'll protect them till the end.
Hey.
You never change, Ryuji.
No.
I'll be counting on you.
See ya.
Alright, see you later. Huh, well, that was certainly interesting. A little bit unlike Ryuji, too. But at any rate, the day moves on to Friday.
Hey!
Not really, it's freezing. I know that, but that's not the reason I couldn't sleep last night. Hopefully boss has like a heater or something. This is much better.
Hey!
What's wrong, Morgana? Last job? I gotcha. That way, whatever happens, we'll be able to finish it contently. I got you, Morgana. Thanks.
Okay, quiet down.
Oh. I mean, it's not that great, if I'm being completely honest.
Okay.
Understood. So now our final mission has begun. We have to steal Shido's heart. And given his past, he knows quite well what the metaverse is capable of. So we need to make sure we are as prepared as possible before heading in. Oh. Wait, spiritual mumbo jumbo? Gotcha. Yoshihito Wakasa. I mean, as long as we've got a name, we're good to go. So we've got ourselves another quest, courtesy of Mishima. Now, what Morgana was saying before and what the game's kind of hinting at is that, for one, you're not just limited to being in your room the entire time. You can go out and still hang out with your various confidants and do pretty much everything before that you were doing previously. The only difference is that you don't go to school because, well, you're supposed to be dead. But keep in mind exactly the way that the game is telling you to say it. Be sure to spend as much time with them as possible. Be as prepared as possible. The reason the game is telling you this is because we are at endgame. We are nearing the end of our adventure, and thus, if you want to try to max out all of your confidants, now's the time. There is not much time left in the game in order to do that. So then, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Well, Ryuji wants to head on into a palace. However, we are going to start off by heading on over to EY's shop. The reason we are doing this, and yes, we do have a hood up because we need to keep a low profile. And we've got various things to sell. Also, since we entered a new palace, we can buy additional stuff. So, we still have a few things that we got, not only from, like, a few things from Shido's palace, but even a few things from Sei's palace.
I guess that's fine.
When we went to actually steal her treasure. We can also sell a few things like the Luminous Saber. You know, since we don't really need that anymore.
You should be grateful.
Or the Golden Beam, we can get rid of that as well.
I guess that's
because
fine.
no one uses beam sabers or beam guns, as the case may be.
You should be grateful.
Get rid of that. Get rid of the Gilded Vest. Guess I can get rid of the Akasha shirt
you should be grateful.
as well. And I think we're probably good for the time being. You know, I'll hold off on actually buying stuff and actually kind of going over that when I'm ready to actually purchase those items. Because I still want to save up my money just in case, you know, there's a few things that I would want in the meantime. Speaking of which, when I went to make Malok, I also bought Satanta and Naga. Some lower level personas. One, because there's a lot of personas that I missed in terms of fusions. And two, I want to save up my money as much as possible. So that's the reason why. In the meantime, though, where we are heading off is Aoyama Ichome. You might be thinking, why the hell are you off to school? Well, because two of our confidants are only found in school. You can, I believe Makoto has changed a little bit. I forget where exactly she is. I want to say she's at the train station whenever she is available. But you can come here to head on over to the rooftop. Because, well, you still got plants that need to be harvested. And, of course, this is where Haru is just always going to be.
Good day.
So, first, vegetables. Because these have been ready for like 5 days, but you know, we were busy being dead. And we get 2 sun tomatoes.
Good day.
And that's all I'm really going to do with the tomatoes, just so that way we have them. The carrots are just better to use. And it's going to be extremely helpful to do that. Because, oh boy, Shido's Palace, you're going to want as many HP recovery items as, or SP recovery items, that's the bigger one. And these will be ready on the 28th. Trust me, you're going to want a lot of items to get through Shido's Palace.
Good day.
Anyway, we're not just here with the vegetables.
Huh?
We are going to be spending our time today with Haru. So today we're going to be spending our time with her. Now what's kind of interesting is that your confidants don't ever change, even when you're not supposed to be there. This is kind of weird when you're doing like Makoto's confidant, since it very much takes place at school most of the time. But whatever. Just a little odd detail. Anyway, like I mentioned, we are spending our time today with Haru.
Yes. Hey.
Where? What, you mean the planters? Actually, didn't matter how I responded to that one. Or the next one. Magic.
To be honest,
With everything that you've done for these beans, I'm sure he's going to love the coffee.
But
My, how far you've come. I'll be cheering for you, Haru. I know you can convince them. Now, you could also respond with, "You're amazing, Haru," and you'd get the same amount of points. You mean when you present the coffee? Yeah, sure. Whenever you're ready, just let me know, and I'll go with you. My, how far little Haru has come. When it first started, she just was afraid of everything, and now she's starting to really come into, well, herself. In order to present to the board, or specifically the interim president, just what it is that she wants to do with the company. And if this is the way to do it, then this is the way to do it. And she's even standing up for herself, too. Since it was kind of, you know, Takakura's proposal to begin with, but it's how they go about and market this and how they go about and do this that Haru will depend whether or not she supports it. She's come a long way. Anyway, for reaching rank 8, Haru can now endure a fatal blow. Alright, neat. Yeah, sure.
Goodbye.
See ya, Haru.
Ah, you're
Oh.
back.
Where have you been? Been searching all along, confessing while alone and on, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter. Outpost masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dawn.
I mean, do you really think so? That there would be no other consequences?
Moments of calm, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front.
I mean, for one, we still need to deal with Akechi sooner or later. So even if we steal Shido's heart, there's still Akechi to deal with.
That's a truth.
Plus, who knows if someone else will try to take up Shido's mantle if we do steal his heart. It certainly will stop the mastermind, but we need to make sure that no one else basically takes his spot.
Hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter, chained down to
Be careful, boss.
please don't take off
So, I mean,
my place to hide.
we do still need to take down Shido, but we do need to be careful that we don't oversell him. We still need to keep an eye out just in case anything else comes our way. Anyway, what exactly are we going to be doing tonight? Well, we do have this corrupt gear that we got in the palace. So, yeah, let's go ahead and call Kawakami so she can do this laundry.
Hi.
I can't tell you.
There's something that I want to do, but I don't think I've got access to it quite yet. I may want to come back when it's a little bit, well, a little bit later. What am I talking about? Well, you'll see in due time. Anyway, what exactly are we going to be doing this evening? Well, we take a look at our messages. Oya's trying to contact us.
I'm a sharpshooter, outpost masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter, have no
So let's go ahead and go see Oya.
please don't take off my mask. Night is sky.
Because this evening, we are going to be spending our time with her. As a side note, it does also seem really weird, and On pointed this out, that everything about the Phantom Thieves just kind of vanished under the veil of, like, the election season and praising Akechi. Because after all, we were, like, technically supposed to be dead, like, what, 4 or 5 days ago? So, it seems weird that, like, the death of basically a terrorist organization, as far as they're concerned, just kind of faded within the week. I know news cycles can go pretty quickly, but you'd think they would still be talking about the Phantom Thieves. Then again, Shido fever is pretty high, so guess you can't exactly blame them. But anyway, this evening we are going to be spending our time with Oya.
Thanks.
Hey!
And how was it? Oh shit. Are you okay, Oya? By the way, it didn't matter how you responded to that one. Really? What happened? Shido? Come on, Oya, you're not giving up, are you? Like hell I'm not gonna come here again. I want to help. Let's just say I have my reasons, okay?
What?
Hell no. I'm not gonna back out now. By the way, didn't matter how you responded to that one. Thank you, Lala-chan. Damn, so Shido's even involved in this. As a little bit of a fun fact, you can actually get to this point before, you know, everything that happened with Shido and all these different revelations. In fact, I've seen a guide that basically has you finish Oya's Confidant before actually going about and doing, you know, doing Sei's palace and stealing her treasure and the whole nonsense that followed that. But yeah, the advantage of doing your own guide is that you can place more important story beats where they need to go. And I feel like if you did have this conversation before having all those revelations about Shido, there's not as much of an impact. But with this, you know full well, like, who Shido is and how he was able to do all this. You know precisely what happens, and if you do all, like, all that beforehand, you may not make that connection. There may be more important things, and kind of the side story gets forgotten. Still, it just shows you that Shido will take out literally everyone who stands in his way. And we have yet another reason to go and steal his heart.
Hey, hey!
Now keep in mind, we are at rank 9. I did take it seriously.
Huh? What?
Oh yeah, I was kidding.
See you later.
See ya, Oya. So yeah, I've got a little bit of explaining to do, but I'll do that when it's the next day. Anyway, we get the Magellan robe. Ooh, gonna have to take a look at that next opportunity we get.
Where have you been?
Hey,
Weren't you the one that was saying that we needed to spend time with our friends? Okay, so first things first, the Magellan robe. About as good as the Kaiser vest, but is also gender neutral. Okay, well, we've certainly got options, I suppose. We'll go ahead and give this to Makoto. And I can give on the Astro Bra. So, oh yeah. I did let slip that, like... Well, first off, yes, if you did choose the I love you line, that would be the point that you would be dating. Oh yeah. Unlike a couple other ones that are, like, potentially double questioned, it didn't matter how you responded. You weren't going to get any additional points regardless. So yeah, that's why I want to at least get to that point. If there's additional points to be had, I cut it out early. If not, then I show you guys up until the final choice. Now with Oya, I did let slip earlier that I wouldn't be dating her when we were going over Hifumi. But honestly speaking, out of all of the dateable options, Oya comes in dead last. Like, I really can't care less about Oya, to be honest. Not, like, the point in her confidant now is probably the best we've seen of her. Most of the time she's drunk, she's not really all that helpful. I mean, she's helpful in the story in the sense of getting to Kanashiro's palace, but, like, other than that, especially, like, her ability, not really the most helpful. And, like, I just don't really much care for her, all that honest. So, yeah, not really much more to say than that. Anyway, we've been going on for long enough, so now now's about as time as any to call it a day here. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 5. We still have about 3 weeks before the elections begin. So, we still have quite a bit of time to get through the rest of our confidants. And we're still doing pretty well. Not the requests. Excluding the story-driven ones, we're pretty far in basically every single one of our confidants. Most of them are at rank 8, one's at 7, and one's at 9. So there's really not all that much is left in terms of the confidants. So we'll definitely have enough time to be able to finish them prior to heading on into the palace. But then there's a bunch of just other miscellaneous stuff that there's not really much time otherwise to show off. But once we do actually, you know, finish with the confidants, then I can show off some extra things. But until then, we are just going to continue to develop our bonds and confidants as well. The days tick down for the election. Until next time, everyone, take care.